Hello and welcome to Refresh with Dawn Herring, where beginnings are celebrated. Yes, I'm Dawn Herring, artist, illustrator, aspiring musician, avid journal keeper, and vlogger. Yes, I'm excited to bring to you vlog number 3, where we celebrate the Christmas season together with a little party. I also share a card reading from my Joy Finder game card deck. I also share some art supplies, some music, and my year in review for 2022. So if that is of interest to you, then you are welcome to keep watching. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you're welcome to subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, here's vlog number 3. Enjoy. Well, hello and welcome to vlog number 3. I've been thinking about perhaps creating a little bit of structure for my vlogs and what I want to include in each one so that you can come to know the kind of stuff that I'm going to share with you, so you can have something to look forward to. And one of the things that I want to do is share a little bit of music, not necessarily a whole song, but maybe just a few bars of a song that I have not shared anywhere else. Yeah. In today's video, my goal is to share with you a song that I wrote called The Storm. And the gist of the song is basically about how prayer can be a great source of comfort and relief when we're in the midst of a struggle in life. Yes. So here we go. My prayers don't fall on deaf ears. Through my tears He hears me, He sees my struggle and lifts me up, so I don't fall again. That's just a few bars of my song, The Storm. I hope you enjoyed that. And I am now going to switch to a different location and share with you some new stuff. Today is Wednesday, the 14th of December. So, I'm Dawn Herring. Thank you for joining me for vlog number 3. Yes. It's so exciting to be able to chat with you and tell you what's happening with me behind the scenes, and then I can share with you my wardrobe choices and whatever else I decide to stick in there that will make it worth your while to come along and spend some time. Yeah. So anyway, the first thing I want to do is tell you that I am working on editing vlog number 2, which I'm sure will be released either this week or next week at the latest. My goal is to do tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. There's some new things that I want to try, because this one's going to be a little bit longer because it's got like 4 days of content on it, and I want to make it easy for you to navigate. So I've got that in mind for for today and tomorrow. And then the other thing that I wanted to share, in my vlog number 2, I talked about my card decks. One of them is my spiritual deck, and the other one is called my Joy Finder game card deck. Yes, which I have had for quite a few years. And I've been increasing the frequency of how often I use them. I used to do it like every couple of months. Now I'm doing it once a week. And yesterday I did a fresh card pull for myself with the Joy deck. And I had it in mind to perhaps pull one card for you all. Yes, give you something to run with for your creative life or just in life in general. And so you know what I did? I put the cards back that I had pulled for myself so that I would have a full deck to choose from. And you know what happened? One of the cards, the card that I pulled for you guys, was one of the cards that I had pulled for me, which I find really interesting. It's like really, really interesting how that's synchronized. So the card that I pulled for me was the same card I'm pulling for you. So I thought I would share it with you. I will tell you what it is and what it says. And I think it's gonna make you smile. Yes. The first category, there are 7 categories overall in this card deck that I created several years back, called the Joy Finder game. And one of the categories is called Nurture Your Soul. Yes. And that happens to be the category on this card. And then the subcategory below that is going outward. Yes. And then the main topic of this card is what makes you smile. Yeah. Isn't that a great topic? I was so glad that I pulled that for you guys because it's such a positive, idea. Well, what makes me smile? Well, that's something that you might want to think about because maybe we don't think about it often enough. What makes you smile? I really had to think about it. Of course, I took some notes and jotted down some things that make me smile, which is really good to do because it just makes you more aware of the things that you want to have in your life on a daily basis that lift you up and give you buoyancy, right? So there are several categories of things that you can think about that make you smile. One of them is a unique sense of humor. Yes, whether it's your own sense of humor or somebody else's sense of humor that you find really like either super hilarious or just somebody who, when you listen to them, they make you smile a lot. Yes. Then the second category is what makes you smile when you're in nature. What are the things that make you smile when you're like out and about in the woods or, just walking through your neighborhood and there's lots of trees and that kind of thing. And several things that came to my mind with my list was the mockingbird, which I don't hear all the time, butterflies, dragonflies, and ladybugs. Yes. Oh, and squirrels too. All of those things make me smile when I encounter them. Very, very lovely indeed. Then the third category of things that might make you smile are content of videos that you watch, or TV shows that make you smile, or music that you listen to that makes you smile, or a favorite movie that maybe it makes you laugh. Any books that make you smile that when you read them. And then the last category is the humor of friends or family that make you smile. Yes. Is there a particular person in your family that just makes everybody laugh all the time? Yeah, that might be somebody in your sphere that you can think about and appreciate and, consider how that impacts you and your happiness. So, yeah. So I just thought I would share that card with you since I pulled it for you guys. And I hope it gives you something to run with. And maybe you can write your own list in a journal or on a piece of paper of things that make you smile. And then make sure that you include those things, especially if you're able to create that kind of an atmosphere for yourself, like maybe spending more time in nature, or if it's something like a TV show or a book or, or a song, you can play it more often or read it again or watch it again, just so you have something to buoy your spirit up. Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty much what I was going to share with you. I guess I could tell you a little bit about what I'm wearing. I've got this scarf from Walmart, which is very unusual for me because I don't usually buy clothing from Walmart, but I saw that they had this scarf and it replaced one that I had in my closet that I removed that was too slippery. And every time I wore it, it would like move around and and it would just be really awkward. So I decided to buy this one. And this one has a much, I don't know, the texture of it is much better for me. And I like to wrap it around my neck a couple of times, and it keeps me nice and cozy. And then I have this sweater, which has a leopard print on it that I believe I got from Kohl's. And then this sweater is a little bit older. I've had it for a while. I think I bought this at Target. I don't know how many years ago. And then I'm wearing a pair of light tan pants to go with it. And then I have this jewelry, which I bought at Kohl's. It is, it's got like a black and white and gold bead, layered beads. As you can see, they kind of hang there. Little tiny beads. Aren't they pretty? And then I have matching earrings that go with it. And then I have a stack of bracelets as usual. So that's it for right now, and I will talk to you later. Now, one of the things that I was thinking that I would always want to share at least a little bit of with you in each vlog that I post is art. And since I haven't worked on my pen sketching in the past week, I thought I would show you a personal illustration from my journal. And I just have the text covered up for privacy, obviously. And then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I did an illustration on the day where I prepared my Christmas cards. Yes, and the word is greetings, and I'll show it to you right now on the screen. And that is me sitting at the table writing Christmas cards. Yes, and I was wearing green that day with my my green chain necklace and earrings. Yes. So I just thought I would show that to you. In this particular one, I used, I think it was colored pencil for the letters, both the letters that are drawn as well as the interior color. And yeah, I think most of this was colored pencil rather than pastel. So yeah, I just thought I would show that to you so you could see a new piece. I don't have it on my website. I just thought I would show it to you here on this vlog. And I'll talk to you later. Hello friends, I'm back. Today is Monday, December 19th. So I have a celebration going on here. Christmas is coming. Yes, I wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday. Yes, I'm hoping to have this third vlog live before Christmas arrives, which would be this week, so it's a little bit of a tight schedule, I guess you could say, but that's my goal. But anyway, I have several things that I wanted to share with you to celebrate Christmas. Of course, I have my party dress on, even though it's not red, but it is gold, right? Silver and gold are good colors for Christmas, so that this is my party dress to celebrate Christmas with you guys. And I have several things to share with you that I think would be fun. The one thing I wanted to show you is from my bullet journal. Yes, I do keep a bullet journal. I've been keeping a bullet journal for several years at least. Yeah, several years at least. The bullet journal method book is a recommendation for getting started. I don't use all of the things that they tell you can do, but I do some. But anyway, so I wanted to show you. Yay! I did this really quick. It took me less than like 15 minutes to draw this. I always include my little cartoon person. And I drew some, those are supposed to be, you know, the kind of things you hang on a Christmas tree. Christmas balls with little stripes and dots and everything else. And then these are supposed to be colorful snowflakes, I guess, to decorate with a little gift. And with a little lettering that I used. I used some pastel in here. I think I used pastel crayon for the lettering and for the outlines, and I think I might have even used them to color in the details. And then I did mostly, of course, I used my my pen to draw the figure, and then I filled it in with colored pencil mostly on this one here. So I just thought I would show that to you because that's my Christmassy header for the month of December. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing I wanted to show you made me smile and laugh when I saw it because I thought it was the cutest thing. This is my Christmas Santa owl. Isn't he adorable? Oh my gosh, when I saw him, I was like, oh my gosh, I have got to get this little guy. It's so cute. With a little candy cane, he's got his Christmas hat on with a little sprig of holly there. And the glasses, I think that's what got me, was the glasses. They're just too cute. Isn't he adorable? Yes, I think so. So I just had to share this for our little Christmas party that we're having together here. He makes the whole area here festive on the table. I just love having him right there. He makes me laugh and smile. Isn't he cute? I think so. So I thought I'd show you that. And then I bought myself, for next year, a calendar. Yes, I bought it at Half Price Books. I got a calendar that has beautiful, here, I'll show you the back so you can see all the pictures that are going to be on there. Aren't they gorgeous? These are like nature-based, beautiful, like, I don't even know where they're at or where they come from. I'm guessing that it probably tells you on each page for the month, but I just thought I would show that to you. Isn't that beautiful? Gosh, I love how nature can inspire us as creators, right? This would certainly inspire me as an artist, no doubt. So I'm looking forward to having that up on my wall to celebrate. So that is my contribution to our Christmas party, and I will see you guys later. Now I'm back. It is still morning, and I wanted to share with you, I have 7 items that I am going to share for my 2022 year in review. Yes, I'm going to be writing a blog post this week about those 7 items that I've decided to highlight from my year, and I thought I would share them here with you too. Yes, I figured you might want to know what I'm talking about. So I wrote down the points in my bullet journal, since that's my way of keeping track of things. That's one of the reasons why I have a bullet journal, is to help me keep track of things. And the first thing that I'm gonna put on the list is my 1 year of piano. Yes, I'm trying to do things in the order that they happened. And for the for my year of 2022, March 1st was my 1 year anniversary of playing piano. Yes. So I celebrated by playing a song on my piano, and it was extremely exciting for me to have had the opportunity to learn how to play by ear for myself, because that's how I play, is by ear. And I was just so excited that it had been a whole year that I had played, and I was really happy with the progress that I've made as a aspiring musician, which is what I still consider myself to be, an aspiring musician. But anyway, so the 1 year of piano was going to be my first topic for this blog post, because that was the first thing on the list for the year 2022. Very, very exciting time for me to learn an instrument so that I can accompany myself with the spiritual songs that I write. Yes, which is an extremely satisfying and rewarding experience for me, to be able to write a song, compose it for the piano, and be able to accompany myself while I sing it. Yeah, it's an amazing experience to be able to do that for myself. So that, I guess you could say that that's what makes this celebration, what it made that celebration so important to me back in March. So, and it's really exciting because I've continued to progress in the way I play throughout this year. Next March will be 2 years that I've been playing it. So I'm really excited for that to come up in the next few months. Second thing I wanted to talk about was my podcast, The Way I See It, where I originally had launched the blog, The Way I See It. They are available directly on my website, so you can check them out at dawnherring.net, or you can look for them on my YouTube channel, which is probably where you're watching this video. So I just wanted to mention that was one of the, I think I had 8 episodes of the Way I See It podcast that I published. 3 Keys to Aligned Living was the first episode, and in my blog post, I will list all the titles for each episode that I recorded there. So that was the second thing that I wanted to list for my year in review. And then the third one I was going to talk about is new music. Yeah, so all the new music that I released this year. I know that I released a birthday song for my mom. Yes. I have one called The Evidence that I released, and several others that I can't think off the top of my head, but I will list them off in the blog post. And there is a page on my website where all of my spiritual songs on the piano are located, so you can go there and check those out as well. And of course, there's my most recent song called Beginnings, which is the theme song for my brand new blog, Beginnings. So, and I want to thank all of you who have watched the video and have given me such fabulous feedback on the song and what it means to us as creators. And I hope that going into 2023, if you haven't already checked it out, I hope that it's an inspiration for you, especially when you need a little quick pick-me-up as a creator. And thank you so much for all of those who have watched it and have given me feedback. So it's very exciting to have that new music released. So I will list off all the songs that I released this year in the blog post so you can check them all out. So that was the third one. And then the fourth one, oh, this one introduces my art. Yes. One of the big things that I did this year was I made a switch in the way I highlight my day in my personal journal. And I wanted to show you the art supplies that I was using earlier this year, as well as last year and even the year before that, because I've been doing this for at least a couple of years. Where actually the doodle started, the doodle word started, I've been doing that for 8 or 9 years now, where I just choose a word that summarizes my day or a highlight from my day. And then I was, after I learned how to draw myself as cartoon, I started putting myself inside. And I actually printed, this is black and white because I don't have a color printer, but I just thought I would show you what I used to do. Or I took an image of it, and then I printed it out super big, but it's usually much smaller in size, you know, in my personal journal. But this is just an example of what I did. Once I learned how to draw myself as a cartoon, I started putting myself inside one of the letters to create the, what I was calling my illustrated cartoon doodle. That's what I was calling it for a long time. And this is how I did it originally. Now, of course, this is in black and white, so you can't tell the colors that I used with this, but you can at least get a, get an idea of what I had originally done when I started doing that. And I was having so much fun with that. So that is what I was doing, and I'll show you the art supplies that I have been using. I've got, see, I keep them all in a happy pen holder, pencil holder. You can use it either way. Now, these markers down here on the bottom, these are Tombow markers. And then these here on the top, this one right here, these all here that are shorter, those are Faber-Castell Artist Pitt pens. Yes. Some of them are brush pens, and some of them are regular size, like regular tip pens. Here, I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay. This is a regular tip pen, which is a small size nib with Faber-Castell. Happen to absolutely love this color. Used it a lot when I was doing markers. And then there are brush pens. These look like brush pens right here. And I have to say that I was expecting the brush pens to have a little bit of a finer point on them, but obviously they're brushed, so they're a little bit wider. And I was able to use them reasonably well, but I found the tips to be too fuzzy sometimes for like really small detail. So that's why I would have to, refer to the smaller size tip. But the colors that I wanted, all the colors are not the same. So the brush pen colors, there's more of them. There's more variety with the brush pens. Whereas, there's only so many cool colors and so many warm colors in the smaller size nibs. So I had to kind of work with that. And then I introduced the Tombow markers, and that really made a big difference because there were a lot more colors to use. And the Tombow markers have a double end. There's the smaller point and then the brush point. Here's another, okay, pull this out here. I have a couple of pens that are just sitting inside here, so I don't want them to fall out. Yeah, I've got more here. These are more Tombows, and these are more, let me see if these are brush. Yeah, these are all brush pens down here. And these are brush up here. Yeah, these are mostly brush. And then there are some that are the smaller nib as well. So these were the ones that I was using. Here, I'll show you a Tombow marker just so you can see what they look like. See, there's the fine point, which is not, I mean, it's reasonable, not as fine as the Faber-Castell. And then there's the brush. Yeah. So that's the kind of, these were the art supplies I was using up until like February or March of this year. And frankly, I got bored. I did. I got bored with using those art supplies. And so I decided that I wanted to change things up. And I pulled out some other stuff that I wanted to use. Just trying to find a pair. I'll put them over here. Okay. And so I pulled out some colored pencils that I had that I hadn't used in years. Prismacolor Premier. I've had these for a very, very long time. Yeah. I have other pencils too, but from other sets that I have stashed in my bag, but I haven't been using those. So I just thought I would pull out the ones that I switched to this year in 2022. Yes. And when I decided to switch to other mediums to work with, I made a change in the way I create what I now call my illustrated cartoon. I no longer call it a doodle in a sense, because the doodle part of it is the lettering or the word that I'm highlighting. And so, and I know I mentioned this in the second vlog where I switched from one way of doing it to another way of doing it. And I will be right back because I have to pull out my personal journal so I can show you what the new kind of illustration looks like. I wanted to show you an example of how I have switched things out. Yes. So now, instead of putting the cartoon inside a letter, in the word that I'm highlighting for the day that summarizes something that I experienced from the day, I switched it out, and now I'm putting the word either off to the side or behind the figure, and I am making the illustration the main point or the main feature of my personal cartoon illustration. Yes, so I no longer call it a doodle because I see it as more of a illustrative, kind of like a visual diary, which is what I've been doing. It's really fun to do. It's like I try to capture a moment in my day that I want to remember. And in this particular illustration, I am cooking a brand new pancake mix. Yes, I haven't tried it yet. It's brand new. And you can see that I have a spatula in my hand and a frying pan and the mix in a mixing glass measure cup that I'm using there, along with my what I'm wearing there in turquoise, wearing a turquoise jacket. Yep, so that is what I wanted to show you and how I changed what I do in my personal journal each night. And now I'm going to show you the art supplies that I started messing about with, if you will, when I was tired of using the markers and pens. Now, of course, the pen I was using is this one here, which I shared in vlog number 2, but I just thought I would share it here too. This is Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in black, $1.99. I was using this. I switched to this one, which is a Staedtler pigment liner of 0.3, which is now my go-to pen for drawing my cartoon illustrations in my personal journal. I do not use these pens when I do my illustrations for promoting content on my website. When I do that, I start with a pencil sketch, and then I fill it with colored pencil, is basically what I've been doing with that. So that's a little bit different. I'm just talking about what I do in my personal journal. So these are called Color Appeal 12 Crayon Sticks by Uli. I tried using these for a little while in my, just to jazz things up a little bit, and it was fun, but they're a little too crumbly for my purpose of illustrating my day. So I only use them for a little while, and now they're just fun to use in my art journal when I'm doing that. So I'll put those down. So what I basically settled on are the Prismacolor Premier pencils that I showed you earlier. I'll open the box so I can show you one of them, so you can see what they look like. Right here. Prismacolor. This one is Crimson Red, which I use every day to, part of the skin color is like the last skin color that I use, and I also highlight the lips with that color. This is also, let's see, Rouge, Poppy Red. Yes. This is one of my favorite colors. I absolutely love really bright, vibrant reds. It's more like an orange red, and I use this for skin color as well. And another favorite color I love to use is the Goldenrod, which is like basically the color of my dress. Yes, I love that color too. And then for hair, I use Sienna Brown. Yes, that's the hair color that I use in my cartoon. And then I use dark brown for the for the eyeglass line that I put on the face because I wear these glasses. And then what else do I use? Sometimes I use, actually this color I've used quite a bit, Tuscan Red. That's why it's so small, but I have another one for when I run out. And then my other favorite colors, let's see, what other favorite colors do I have in here? I use the greens a lot when I wear something green. This is apple green. Okay, apple green. And then I use grass green too for the darker hue. And then I'm trying to think if there's any other colors in here that are worth, well, you know, I'll just show them to you. There we go. So those are the Prismacolor pencils that I use. These are not water soluble. They have a very rich color than the other colored pencils I use. Now this is a new set that I bought this year for myself to try. These are Caran d'Ache Super Color Soft pencils, and these are water soluble. Yes, they are. And I have not used them a lot in the water soluble way. I have just been using them as regular colored pencils, and I'll show you a few of my favorite colors. I love this one here, which is Yellow 010. Then there is this one here, which is called Scarlet. Yes. And what other favorite colors? I love this one. This one is called, okay, let's see what the color is. Jade Green. I love how vibrant that is. And then I also love this one. This is called Light Olive. Yes, that's another favorite. And then, of course, there's the turquoise. Now, this one is called Malachite Green. I use that for turquoise when I wear turquoise in my clothing. And then I also use this one a lot for like lighter colors that are in like the cream kind of range. Yes, I use those for that. And then, of course, there's the grays that I sometimes use for shadowing. There's the, this one here I like best because it's darker and it's, you know, I don't have to work so hard to get it where I want it. This is just regular gray 005. And then there's a lighter gray when I don't want it to be too dark, 003. Yes. So those are my water-soluble pencils. And then I have my Caran d'Ache. These are my Neo 2 color pastel crayons that are water soluble as well. And I use these all the time. I use them for lettering. Here, I'll just show you the set I have. I hope at some point to get a much larger set of colors so that I have more, but I just wanted to start with a small set just to see what they were like, and I absolutely love them. They're great for texture. They're very vibrant when I use them, and I just love them. And I did a little bit of an experiment several months back where I drew just a simple figure for myself, because it was just an experiment. I wasn't looking to, promote it or anything. And I used just the water-soluble pencils in this particular drawing, the ones I just showed you. And I used water to really make the colors even more vibrant. And I also used the gray for shadowing on here too. I absolutely love the way this looks. It's a little bit different from what I'm used to in my personal journal, because in my sketchbook, I can't really use water on that paper quality because it's not meant for that. It's a sketchbook. So I thought I would get some mixed media paper, which I did. And the purpose of the mixed media paper for me is to be able to use the water for those qualities, both with the pastel and with the watercolor pencil from Caran d'Ache. So that is my hope, my plan actually, to do more of this in 2023. So that was one of the topics that I'm planning to write about in my 2022 year in review. All right, moving on to number 6, which is launching beginnings. My blog, I launched it back in October, beginning of October, and my beginnings blog is about new cycles, fresh starts, experimentation, exploration, and creativity. Yes. And now that I have started this new blog where beginnings are celebrated, yes, I'm so excited to have this new theme that I'm working from, and I'm having a blast. I really am. And of course, with this new blog has come the new venture of vlogging. Yes, because it's a new start for me. It's a new format. It's a new way of communicating with you. And it's very exciting to me because it's a way for me to go deeper into subject matter and to just share with you what I'm thinking about and giving you a clue in on what I'm doing behind the scenes. And I think that's all I'm going to mention on the year in review of 2022. So I just thought I would share that with you because I figured you might want to know. And you're welcome to check out that blog post when I release it at dawnherring.net. So I just wanted to hop back on here and wish you all a wonderful holiday season. And please let me know what topics have been of interest to you on my vlogs. This is vlog number 3 that I'm working on now that I hope to release this week, along with the blog post reviewing 2022. And I would love to hear from you. Your feedback is really important to me. And I want to provide you with the kind of content that will inspire you as a creator yourself. And I just want to thank you for watching. And I'm going to close this vlog number 3 out now. And I want to wish you the very best of beginnings.